All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only champion spotlight video. So today we are going to be talking about the Princess of Zelda. No, we're not. We're going to be talking about Hyria, which is close enough, right? Now, I know she's someone that most people don't use, and she's someone that you probably don't care too much about, but you know what? She's actually very helpful, and you can use her. And we used her to get through the faction crypt, actually, High Elves. And once we built her to 60, we beat it. Literally the day after I got her to 60, we beat the High Elf faction crypt on stage 21 with her. Unfortunately, it's not open right now, so I can't really show it, and it's not going to be open for a couple of weeks, but it is what it is. You can see her in action in the High Elves faction crypt video, and there you go. So, why is she good? What does she do? And what do we use her for? Well, let's look. So we've got her in a lifesteal set, which is going to be important to her skills. All right. So her A1 basically attacks one enemy, has a 25% chance of inflicting a critical hit, which is very good. A2 attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 35% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. So basically, she's going to poison the crap out of things. Immediately makes her great for bosses and clan boss. Now, she has a lead the charge skill is her A3, which attacks one enemy with 2 random allies, all right? And they use their default skills. This is awesome if you have heroes who have, say, 3 hitters on their A1s, or that have like really good, maybe an AoE. All of those are really good because she's going to make all of them attack with her, and then something gets killed. So it's really good for even for Arena, to be honest, because you can use that to take out that one annoying hero, Death Knight, maybe, and take him out quickly by having everyone attack him all at once. All right. Masteries. We have her as more of a clan boss build. So we did put her in a offense set all the way down to War Master. Nothing crazy here, pretty standard. And then she is also built the same as Frozen Banshee and Grave Chill. She has defense. She has a decreased damage from AoEs. She has counterattacks, chance to remove debuffs, less damage from a specific enemy, say chance to counterattack, and then we also have a chance to counterattack when they apply a stun. So basically, we want her to attack as many times as possible, and this gives her those extra attacks. And that's it. Artifacts, like I said, we have her in lifesteal because we want her to stay alive. We do have her in an accuracy piece as well. We want her to be as fast as possible. We did put her in a crit rate glove. We want to probably eventually get her into a crit damage glove once we get some crit rate on her gear. She does have a defense chest because, once again, we are using her mostly in clan boss to see how she does and how she performs there. So we want her to stay alive longer. Speed, boot, and then we have defense on the ring, defense on the amulet, and resistance on her banner so she doesn't get stunned. And yeah, we built her pretty defensively. We didn't want her to die in faction crypt, and that's a big thing because that boss hits like a truck, and you definitely don't want to be getting hit by stuff when you're in that thing. All right, total stats. We have her at 24,000 HP, which is very low. I would probably recommend getting a little bit more HP on her. Attack is 3,600. Her defense is 2,664. Speed 181. Crit rate is 78, a little low. Probably can get that up higher, like we said. Crit damage is 92, which is kind of trash. Resistance is 185. Accuracy is 261 because we want her to land those poisons. That's really the main thing. Poison, poison, poisons, and making everyone else attack. That's what we want from her. As far as where we use her, though, let's take a gander, shall we? Oh, wait, did we say what? Oh, yeah, we have her in Phantom Touch Blessing, in case you didn't know. She does have an aura that's crit rate in arena battles. Basically useless because speed's more important. All right, so let's see. Where can we use her? Let's check her out in the arena because that's something that I actually would consider using her for, especially early game. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's refresh. Find a team that is reasonable if possible. I know finding a team that's reasonable where I am right now is ridiculous. All right, so let's just say I don't think this is a reasonable team, but we're going to try it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take, I don't know, this is a tough call. We're going to take her out because she's spirit. All right, and then we're going to come back and grab Hyria. So there we go. Let's do this. We're taking it off auto. I don't really auto in the arena anymore. I've said this in many videos. It's not worth it. Now, if there's a stone skin here, it sucks, but there's not. So now we're going to get an attack up. We're going to get a defense down. Boom. All right, now he's going to go. Now we want to freeze everybody, hopefully. So boom. He's dead. So now we want to kill someone. Now this guy is a jerk, but unfortunately, this guy has to die first. All right. So basically, we're going to use this attack with 2, or actually, no, we're going to use the 3-hitter, I think, because he's frozen. Now we're going to use the ally attack. We're going to try it. We're going to do it. Here we go. Lead the charge. And now everybody just runs in there. Say, I'm glad we did that. Now he revives everybody. So now we want to try to remove some stuff. Hopefully kill that guy with some AoEs. All right, so now we're going to try to kill this guy first. I don't know if it's going to work. All right, so I was hoping the extra hit would work, but it did not. Now she's dead, and now we're going to kill him, hopefully, which we did not. We took his turn meter. 1, 2. See, Mr. Death Knight is a jerk. All right, so now we're going to revive her and hopefully get some attack up. All right, so now they all have the remove debuffs. So unfortunately, this isn't going to do anything, but it's going to at least hit everyone. Now we're going to try to really kill this guy this time. Now everyone's going to get frozen. See, this is one of those teams that I just don't want to fight. See, if we had killed him first, this would have gone well. All right, so now I don't know if she already used revive. So there we go. Let's just end this battle. Today's the day of honestly, of shit failing all day. I've been trying to do a video for an hour before this, and I keep losing. All right, so we're going to do this and try to find a new team, because that was a bad team. No, let's just waste gems. Screw it, right? Why not? Let's just keep wasting gems. That's a bad team. This is all bad teams, bad teams, bad teams, bad team. Wow, there's a lot of bad teams in here. Here we go. Here's a reasonable team. Let's go in here. We're just going to do reasonable teams. Oh, great. And then there's Stone Skin. See? This is how my luck has been all week. Just terrible, terrible teams. With high resist, apparently. All right, so now we're going to hopefully freeze some people. There we go. Sill's dead, so no resurrection. We can't do anything right now, so we're basically just going to keep doing this. We're just going to wait until his turn goes, and hopefully revive everyone after his Stone Skin is gone. That's basically the goal here. So we don't want to waste any of our skills. We want to keep them off cooldown. So, there we go. One. Now, I don't know if that works. We should have checked if using, no, he can't heal, so that sucks. I think what we're going to do is we're going to skip it because we have heal reduction right now. Yeah, we're going to skip it. I'm going to let him die. Because he can't live anyway. He's going to die regardless of what happens because I can't heal him. So better to just let him die. All right, so now he's finally up and ready to go. So now we can use the ally attack to get some hits on him. Now he's going to die. So now we can revive everyone again. And now we can actually heal them, which is what we want. Give them the attack up. And now we got to go for Mr. Death Knight. Now we're going to poison the crap out of him, which helps a lot because that way, you know, he's got a lot of HP always. People are going to build him with the most HP and defense possible. There you go. He's frozen now. He has no turn meter. We're going to try and get rid of these heals and some other stuff, even though it's going to end up healing that other guy. Now we got to go for him. Unfortunately, we got to keep trying to kill this dude over and over again. Hopefully for some poisons, right? We love poisons. All right, so Schmuckface is finally gone. The question is, will we have time to get... I don't know if it's worth getting the attack out. I think it's better to just stay alive. So we're going to do that. And it probably seemed like it was a good choice, I guess. All right, so now we're going to kill her because she's really the main threat. All right, so now we can revive everyone. Boom. And we can try to take away some of this extra stuff that's going on here. All right. Not looking good for the heroes here. Let's see. Now, she is in lifesteal. So let's... I don't think it's going to freaking matter, right? Let's do allies. Let's do lead the charge, right? Screw it. Hopefully we have the other skill. There we go. That's the one we want. This one. So now she's going to heal a little bit. All right, so she's dead. So now it's a heal fest. Let's see how this goes. Who can heal more than the other one? Really is what this is going to come down to. So now we've got the extra hits where we can poison him. So now he's got poison. We have leech, so he is going to heal, and he's going to get an extra turn because why not? And then we go up to him again. Hopefully we get some poisons. Now he's going to keep doing what he does. All right, so we got an extra turn now. We got an extra turn. All right, so now we've got the big hit. All right, he got another turn, so that sucks. But he's poisoned, so it's helping. And there you go. So now that's actually kind of cool because we actually got her to win because she's in lifesteal. So it was Hyria that caused the win. Funny enough, everyone else lost. So yeah, this is a garbage team. I mean, I don't. I think I say this in every single one of my videos. They're all garbage teams. Like every team in a Raid Shadow Legends is a crap, annoying team. So this is what you're going to be up against when you're in these kinds of like into gold and all that stuff. You might even see these. I mean, you're going to see this team right here probably in freaking every single area because she was free, he was free, and then you get her for free, and he's a reasonable pull. I mean, he's not like unattainable, but he's pretty easy to get, and I see him in the arena a lot. So you're going to see a lot of people just bringing him in just because you have to hit Death Knight. And if you want to kill everyone else before Death Knight, you got to hit everybody, and then he heals everybody. But then she revives them, and then Ally protects. So if he has Stone, yeah, see what I mean? It's just a constant rotation of jackassery, and this is basically what every single fight is going to be. So there's nothing new here. Let's get out of there. But there you go. She can perform in the arena, and she can save you, I guess, at the end if you have her in lifesteal. Isn't that nice? So Clan Boss, that's the other area where we would probably use her. I have used her in here before. It's not terrible. Basically, what we do is we replace, I think, her with him, with her. Let me see. Where is she? Where is you? Because we don't want too many poisons in here. Otherwise, they don't get a chance to go. So we're going to put her in place of Grave Chill. Now, the only downside with her is she doesn't have defense down. So that's going to make the fight not be as effective. But she has the ally attack, which makes it work. It makes it work well. So, yeah, it could do better. It could do worse. There's definitely some things we could do to adjust her. I'm thinking getting her out of... Actually, she's in lifesteal now. We had her in poison at one point. But putting her in the lifesteal has made it much easier because then she just drops her regular poisons and she doesn't drop trash poisons. Because the little crap poisons are the ones that are going to make you do less damage. Because you're going to hit the 10 maximum debuffs on the boss, and then you're going to have baby poisons going when you could have regular poisons going, you know? But she's a good mix with Frozen Banshee because Frozen Banshee has the poison sensitivity. Now, eventually we will have Kale. What is it, Dark Kale, or whatever the hell his name is. Eventually, we will have him from Doom Tower, and that's pretty much when things are going to start really, I think, going good for us in Clan Boss. But as far as right now, for earlier game, yeah, she's not terrible for this. So if you do have her, and you don't have Grave Chill, or you don't have Frozen Banshee, she's a great alternative to work with Kale to get you some extra damage. I know that I did use her in a previous account that I had a couple of years ago. I used Hyria, and she worked really well. I mean, I built her up to like 50 or whatever. I was using her. We were doing tons of damage, especially with Kale, because those two can just keep poisoning. I think that was the account I had Ninja on too, so I had Ninja in the fight too, so that could have been a reason. Unfortunately, we don't have Ninja, and we can't use him even if we did, so there you go. Now, for this specific team, what's going to happen here is you have two people that are going to speed up the fight. That's why we have Haikatun in here. Also, because of the speed league, gives us 20% more speed on the entire team. We want to get as many attacks in every round as possible, so that's probably why we do it. Not probably, it is why we do it. I don't know why I said probably. And then you've got Mr. Crusher down there, Coffin Smasher. He does the attack down and has an HP burn, so that way you get a little bit more damage. And he actually does pretty good damage, but the attack down is really his main thing, because then you get... Yeah, there you go, HP burn. Attack down, because then you don't get hit as hard. And the other thing, too, is that he has Relentless gear on, so he gets more than one attack, often enough where his Giant Slayer can kick in numerous times. So he's very helpful in here. I mean, I took him out for a while, and outside of Force Affinity, he's actually better than Drex for some reason. At least my Drex. So he's better in this specific composition to do more damage than Drex, because he has the HP burn. He doesn't survive as long, but we don't need him to survive as long if he gets us more damage. So who cares, right? So there you go. Look at that. Everybody's getting those attacks. You're getting tons of damage in here. Tons of attack downs, tons of poisons, poison sensitivity, HP burns. Like, we're basically just lighting this guy up with debuffs. And the only thing that would make this better is if we had defense down. That would be the only thing that would make this better. Well, maybe not the only thing, but one of the things that we need, that we're missing from having Grave Chill. I still can't believe that Hyria is the one that freaking won that fight for us. What the hell world do I live in where Hyria is the one that gets us through an arena fight? Where did that come from? We would not have won that if she wasn't in there. Just saying that. If I had my normal team, they'd all be dead. But granted, she's different build. She's set up for other stuff. She's not arena build. She just happens to be in it. She just happened to be the perfect hero for that one situation. That's really what happened. But at least we know she can one-man Vogoth. And we also know that if we built her speed up a little bit higher, that jerkbag wouldn't have gotten extra turns. And she would be awesome. So there you go. She dies quick because she's low HP. So we need to get her in higher HP. And she'll last a little longer, maybe a little more defense. Because really her whole thing is we want her to make everyone else attack more. We don't really care if she does. Obviously, we want her to do damage, but we want her to make everyone else attack more. But now we're through that part. Everyone's starting to die. Oh, we hit the 13.5 mark, and that's really all we needed. So there we go. It's a 3 key. 14 million. We're getting there. We're moving up. Moving on up here for Hyria. Let's just see how much she donated to that cause, though. So as you can see, Frozen Banshee's a monster. She did 7 million damage. Now, granted, it's because Hyria is making extra people attack. So their attack's going to be inflated. She normally does somewhere between 4 and 5 with Frozen Banshee. I mean, with Grave Chill. So they'll mix between, well, actually 4 and 6, really. So her and Grave Chill will kind of match each other's damage a little bit. So this specific instance, though, Hyria made Frozen Banshee do $7 million. $7 million. She made her do $7 million. She made her do 7 million damage, which is really nice. So getting the right person to attack is going to change your damage output. In this case, she picked the right person. 100% picked the right person to attack with her. All right, and that also helps boost all their attacks. So there you go. He's really there to keep everyone alive. She's there to do damage. She's there to make everyone else do damage, and these guys are to make everyone speed up. So this team does work if you want to use it for Nightmare. Ooh, there you go. We were on Nightmare, right? Okay, good. So that works for Nightmare. Now, as far as bosses go, I mean, anywhere that you want to poison somebody works. You can use her in Dragon's Lair. You can use her for my little stage 15 trick if you want to use let me close this. If you want to use the poison trick, basically what I do is I just do 1, 2, 3, and then we bring in Syl just in case. But we'll put her in the lead, and this is our main team for doing damage in here for doing poisons. Now, what we could do is take her out because she could work in here. Let's see. So now this is what we do for stage 15 early game. Remember, this is early game. This isn't something I would recommend doing immediately, but this team basically will get you through by poisoning the crap out of the boss, and it also helps with that one clan quest for when you have to do, what is it? You have to get like 10 debuffs on a boss, like stage 15 or stage 10, whatever it is. I always do stage 15 because stage 10, I think my heroes are a little bit too strong now, so they kill the boss before they can get 10 debuffs on them. But this is something I use with Grave Chill, but now we're going to try it with our girl Hyria on here. And I have a feeling that she could work a little bit better in here, honestly, for this, because she gets everyone else to attack on their A1, and all the other heroes basically poison or do debuffs on their A1s except for Apothecary. So unless she picks Apothecary, then it's fine. And it looks like they're getting through the waves pretty quickly here. See, but that extra attack is really nice, especially for getting the shield down. And then she has that 3-hitter, which also works almost like Grave Chill. So there you go. Look at that. All those poisons, we're going to get them in now. Little turn meter reduction. So now we got poison sensitivity. We got poisons from him. She didn't land it. I don't really know her accuracy. I forgot. I don't remember what it was. I think it's right. I think it's okay. Now we've got Smite. Now we're going to poison the crap out of this guy before he gets a turn, essentially. And then she's just going to sit there and do weak hits. See? And then the poison essentially gets it so that you don't have to worry about, oh, look, she got extra attacks. The poison basically makes it work so you don't have to worry about heal reduction because the poisons are going to do all that damage. And there you go. All the ally attacks getting in, shield goes down without any trouble. And there you go. You've got 10 debuffs on the boss now. You got a little bit of turn meter reduction so you can get a few extra smacks in there. But otherwise, yeah, works just fine. Like a charm. That's right. Keep the turn meter. Actually, turn meter reduction is bad on this one. Not really bad, but it slows the fight down because the poisons are really what's going to keep him dying. Because you're going to do a lot of damage every time he gets a turn, especially with Smite. See? Wow, they're getting a lot of attacks. Look at how much damage he just took versus how much he healed. There you go. Lead the charge and shields down again. So really good for shield destruction. Oh, she is not. Oh, that's right, because she's spirit. That's why she's not the right affinity. I'm like, why is she missing so much? But it doesn't really matter because she's getting everyone else to attack more. So that's really what matters. And now we have 10 debuffs on this boss again. So yeah, poison control works. I probably wouldn't use her maybe on 15, but maybe somewhere where all of them hit the same against the same affinity. But now we got a nice little piece of regen gear with crap defense, so we're going to sell it. We don't need it. But there you go. That was in Fire Knight. As you can see, she helped everyone else do more damage also. She's basically a support hero as an attack hero. I mean, that's really what Hyria is good for. You could use her pretty much anywhere. You could poison both of these bosses to death and not have to worry about the shield and everything. You just poison them and kind of get through your day. You could use her in Minotaur to make everyone attack more. You could use her in Spider's Den if you're trying to get somebody who has an A1 that does turn meter reduction. You could bring her in, and then she could make all your heroes attack with their A1s again to keep the turn meter down on the Spider. Like, there's all kinds of things that you could do with her to make her a little more viable. I probably wouldn't. I don't know if I'd really use her anywhere here. I mean, because her poisons are based on attacks, so you don't want to bring her in here because she'll wake him up quick. Shogun, I don't really know if he'd be good in there, but we don't really do that anyway. Dragon obviously would work. You could bring her with Kale, you could bring her with Frozen Banshee, you could bring her with anybody, and they'll just poison the crap out of the dragon, and then he'll be dead. So that is essentially Hyria in a nutshell. Really good if you have heroes that have great A1s, because she's going to make them all go off at the same time, and she can poison the crap out of anything as long as she's the right affinity, like we just saw. That kind of sucked, but she definitely is good for Fire Knight. You can get everybody attacking, so if you use her with Apothecary and Crimson Slayer, and who else has a 3-hitter on their A1, or even a 2-hitter. If you have everybody with a 2 or 3-hitter on their A1, you bring her in, you're getting 9 to 10 hits, and there you go. You got through Fire Knight's shield in one round, all right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys have any questions that you're going to actually put a comment down and say, hey, this is where I use Hyria. I like Hyria. I don't think anyone's going to say that. Most people don't use Hyria. I don't think I really ever see any videos about her, but she is cool. She's a great hero, great for starters. I definitely don't think she's bad. I would definitely build her to 60 in the long run. You never know when she's going to be helpful, but even early game, if you build her to 60, it's not going to hurt you because it's going to help you get through some of the harder fights in the game, and she can really help you out with that. And unfortunately, I got her later once I was already done with most of the stuff that she is useful for, but she still has been kind of fun to play with, and I'll pop her in here and there and take her out once in a while, and we still use her in Faction Crypt, so there is that. All right, so don't forget to like, subscribe. Tell everyone about our videos. Tell everyone about Hyria. Make sure everyone knows that we have a sexy elf girl that we have shown you how to use, and that she kicks ass in the arena and gets my frustrations away by killing the last guy by herself. Still completely shocked by that, by the way. I can't believe she's the one that actually made my team win. Makes me look like a jerk because now Hyria is the best. All right? So don't forget to like, subscribe. This is Hyria. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd. And you guys, take care.